Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole, and in today's Warhammer 40k Darktide video we are talking about the 5 things you should know before you jump into Darktide. And without further ado, let's jump right into it, shall we? First things first, if you are planning to play this game on release with Xbox Game Pass, I have some bad news for you, because, well, unfortunately right now crossplay will not be available, and that means if your friends are playing on Steam, and again you are planning to play with Game Pass, you cannot play together right now. It's just not possible. And I know that sucks, but the developers have already said that this is a very high priority and they are trying to fix it as fast as possible. But I assume that you still have to wait like another week or two before you can actually then play the game with your friends if you're planning to do that. That also means that we have no release date for the Xbox version of the game. But as I said, right now, that would mean that only Game Pass players, Microsoft Store players, and Xbox players can play together, and the Steam players can only play together at release. Again, pretty much sucks, but that's where we're at right now, so keep that in mind if you are planning on using the Game Pass version and wondering why you cannot find your friends. Second, Warhammer Darktide is a hybrid combat game. What does that mean? Well, it uses a hybrid system. And the hybrid system is that you need your melee attacks and your range attacks. Now, it is a little bit different than Warhammer Vermintide, where in Warhammer Vermintide you're mostly focused on the melee attacks. Here in this game there is actually quite a substantial part where you can play as a range fighter. And yeah, that doesn't mean you cannot try to play range only or melee only, but it will hinder your team and yourself quite a bit because, well, there are some enemies you really don't want to go into melee range, and there are some enemies where you don't really want to waste precious ammunition on, because you can just one-shot them with one melee attack and they will not even reach you. So you have to find the balance. Again, not saying that you cannot go mostly focusing on one of the two things, but it will make things so much easier if you're using melee and range attacks. Now, that brings us immediately to the third part, and Warhammer 40k Darktide is a team game. What is that supposed to mean? Well, exactly what I said. You are playing together as a team, and that means you are sharing all the things which are on the map, not equally. Wait, what? Yeah, so unfortunately everything you are finding on the ground, even though this is a team game, it's for you and you alone. So when you are picking up an ammunition pack and you have only shot 2 shots from your gun and the team player behind you really needed that ammunition, then he is sheer out of luck and he will not get that ammunition. So whatever you find on the ground, it's only there once and you have to share that between your team. So how do you do that the best way possible? Well, the answer is thankfully relatively simple the moment you notice it. When you are looking at the names in the left bottom of the video, you see that there are some ammunition icons right underneath the name, and that those ammunition icons will change the color. And you are starting at white, which means you are pretty much full when it comes to ammunition. But then the more you are using your ammunition, you will get yellow, and then you are slowly getting into the red area, and deep red means, whoa, you are running out of ammo, or you already did run out of ammo, and you desperately need some ammunition. So please do yourself and your team a favor, look at your own ammunition, memorize how much ammunition you need, because, well, unfortunately you don't see your own icon, and then make sure that the people who really need that ammunition get it. I know it's hard to share. Everyone wants to be the hero of this little game, and so you think, no, I need this ammunition more than my teammate. And it's like, no, seriously, no. If you only wasted 1 ammo pack and your teammate is already in the yellow or in the red, please give it to your teammates. They will be really thankful for it, and it will make the game much easier later on believe me. Speaking about sharing ammo and sharing other things, what you shouldn't share is the ammunition directly coming from your weapon. I know that might sound like, wait, what? Well, what I want to say is do not shoot your friends and randoms in the back, because there is friendly fire in the game. No, there is not. I have tested it in the first mission. Yeah, see, that is exactly the trick or the problem with the game. The game is suggesting that there isn't any friendly fire and you are good to go, right? But this has to do with the difficulty. In the first 2 difficulty levels, there's basically no friendly fire whatsoever. Well, on the second difficulty, there's a little bit, but not really that anyone would recognize. And then moving forward from that point, friendly fire is slowly ramping up. So the later you get into the game, the more friendly fire there is. And you might already have conditioned yourself to the thinking of, well, there is no friendly fire, right? I have tested that in the first 2 missions and nothing happened. And so there is no friendly fire. Well, there is. It just comes much later and you have to look out for that. So already learn on the lower difficulties to not shoot your friends in the back, and try to also use like the barrels and all that to not kill your teammates. The only thing, thankfully, which doesn't have friendly fire is the attacks of the Psyker. They can just use their flame attack or whatever they have, even if it is AoE, they will not hurt their friends. The same goes for melee attacks, you don't have to look out for that. There is no friendly fire whatsoever, you can just slash and you will not hurt your other players. But again, friendly fire does exist, it just comes much later. Which brings us to the last part. This is number 5, believe it or not, where we have to talk about you have just finished the mission and now you want to buy some item. Unfortunately, you probably realize, damn, I am like a few coins short of buying this new amazing weapon. What am I gonna do about it? The timer is running out and I cannot really do another mission before the timer is running out underneath the merchant. So I'm just out of luck? No, because you can sell your items. It's a little bit hidden, but you can actually sell your items and get money from it, and then you can buy the things you need if you already have some items. And it's pretty simple to do that. You're opening up your inventory, then you click on the item you want to sell, and then you hit X for discard. Yes, discard equals selling. I know it's a bit weird and they shouldn't have called it discard, but you are destroying the item and then you will get money for it. You are getting around 500 coins-ish, and then you can just sell multiple items and then you should have enough if you are still missing like 500 or 1,000 of the coins you need to buy the new range or melee weapon, right? It's not like you can get thousands and thousands of the coins, but it would definitely help you when you just miss out on some smaller amount of coins you would need for the new item you can buy. But with that said, that was 5 quick tips you should definitely know before you are jumping into the game. My name is ChaosMole. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Darktide videos, please make sure you give it a like and also you subscribe to the channel. We're also streaming Darktide here regularly on the YouTube channel from Monday to Friday, starting at 1 p.m. UK time, that is 2 p.m. Central European time, and 8 a.m. East Coast time. And you can join us there. We're also doing sometimes some giveaways when it comes to keys, because I'm an official Darktide partner, so that also helps. And yeah, just stop by to say hi. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you have some tips and tricks for your fellow rejects, make sure to post that down below in the comments. I would definitely appreciate that. And again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. I hope I see you next time. The Emperor protects. Bye bye.